In order for you to get to where you want to be, no matter what, you have to have discipline. There are times where you're not going to feel motivated, and there are times where you're in a slum, the weather's bad, you don't feel like going outside, but that discipline allows you to keep pushing in the midst of how you feel. And in order for you to understand how to become more disciplined, you have to understand what it takes and what it actually means to be disciplined. Discipline is your ability to keep going and working at something even when you don't feel like it. It's you sticking to the plan and committing fully even though you want to back out. And so what I'm going to do is break down everything you need to do in order to become disciplined step by step so that you guys can achieve your goals faster. Number one is figuring out your why. Figure out what you want to achieve. A lot of us don't understand what we want to do with ourselves. And when you don't understand what you want to do, then you have something to aim towards in the first place. Why do you want to get this goal? Why do you want to start a business? Why do you want to get this, and that done? Figure those things out. You don't want to just be aimlessly trying to go towards something and get nowhere with it. You have to have a plan at least in order for you to get there in the first place. Figure out what's holding you back. Figure out what's stopping you from getting to that point. Now, there are certain things that are excuses, and there are certain things that are holding you back. So when you understand what it is, whether it be an environment, a group of friends, or anything, cut them off. Separate yourself, distance yourself, do what you got to do because it's your plan. If you want to get there, you got to make the sacrifices for yourself. Oftentimes, we don't even realize what's actually holding us back. We don't even realize that it's our own family and it's our own friends that's causing us to not succeed, or they're limiting our potential. Now, pay attention to your surroundings. Look at your friends, your family. Look at what habits you end up taking up because of them, whether it be smoking or drinking, and distance yourself. You're going to always end up picking up traits from the people that you hang around with. Always remember that. And so now when you figure out what's holding you back, it's time to define what your goals are with clarity. Make a schedule and an outline for the week. And now whatever is a priority, you do whatever that is first, and then so forth. Being organized allows it to be clearer to see. And now you understand what the next step is on your list, once you achieve one thing. And so now it's time to be humble and be honest about what's really limiting you from getting there, and see wherever you slip up and pick up that slack. Because we all have a lot of bad characteristic traits and bad habits. So now it's time to figure out where we're wrong and fix those things. Whether you want to game too much, or you're scrolling on your feed, or you're texting too many girls, you got to substitute that time and take that out and do something a lot more productive. Prioritize a plan, and now break down whatever steps that it takes to get what you have to get done into smaller actionable steps. It's really hard when you do too much things at once and it becomes overwhelming and you can't complete the task, and now you end up giving up on your journey. So that means cut it down into smaller tasks. It's so easy to clog ourselves with a lot of tasks, and it makes us give up on our journey because of the fact that we're trying to do too much at once. Take care of one thing at a time, and when you're ready to do one thing and you do one thing consistently, now you end up adding more tasks to it. When you do those small things, it gives you a sense of accomplishment and you end up feeling better. So now you're like, okay, get a pat on the back. Now what's the next thing on the list? All right, so once you're able to do that, now it's time to surround yourself with people who are going to allow you to grow. So once you're doing your part and you're doing the things, you have your outline and everything, you got to find accountability partners that will hold you accountable, and guys that you know are going to push you to be great every single day. It's very hard to find a group of guys on the same wavelength as you, and guys who are going to really push you. So to make that a little bit easier, and especially if you're watching this video and you enjoyed this video so far, I am launching a school community with my friend Matt, and it's called the 1% Group. It's going to be a lot of coaching on spiritual life, putting God first, mental, physical, every aspect of our life, even allowing you to grow on social media and all of that. I'm going to give you a lot of advice, to one-on-one calls, courses, and everything. So stay tuned for that. And it is going to be a free community for a while. So if you guys join now, it'll be more beneficial for you. And if you guys don't want to join the community and you guys want more information, you guys can go to my Instagram, _king.e, and TikTok is _king.e for more information and tips. And if you guys can DM me, shoot me a DM. I can text y'all back and give you information on how to be a better man, or just grow in every aspect of your life. So yeah, find yourself accountability partners, because as I said before, your environment will hold you back a lot. And if you see a bunch of guys doing all the right things and you surround yourself with people who are better than you or smarter than you, it allows you to compete, and you guys can grow together, because iron sharpens iron at the end of the day. I'm never against brotherhood, and I feel like that's what we need more in this world, is for us to be pushing each other to grow, push past your limits, and push past that mental barrier that allows you to stop when you feel the pain, the mental barrier that makes you feel like you're not enough, that mental barrier that just makes you stop in the first place. Once you get past that mental barrier and realize that you are enough and that you can do what it takes, and you keep putting God first and allow God to guide you through this journey, things become a lot easier. My best advice is get in the group chat with some guys that you know are going to push you, right? Now y'all all create a plan for the week. After you create a plan, y'all all send y'all plan throughout the week, You guys have to all do it throughout the day. Whoever's lacking on their stuff, you got to get on that guy for not doing what he's doing and getting on his task. So send your goals and send what your tasks all throughout the week, and write and basically verbalize them or text them through the chat, hop on the phone calls, tell each other, yo, I did this today, I did that today, did you go to the gym today? And that will allow y'all to feel more in unison with what you're doing, and you guys are slowly progressing to your goal through brotherhood. Now with discipline, my favorite thing about it is failure. And you might be wondering, why am I saying failure? But it's because failure is what allows us to grow. We leave schools, we leave, certain places where they tell you, oh, if you fail, it's a bad thing, and you be scared to fail. Like we leave school thinking, oh, like if I fail a test, I'm the worst, I'm not smart. Failure allows us to grow. You get outside in the real world, you realize that you need to fail in order for you to get better and succeed. If you're scared to fail and you're staying where you're at, you're gonna never reach your full potential because you're sitting there in fear and you're not trying to, push and see what works for you in the first place. There's so many skills and so many things you could be good at, but when you're scared of failure, you'll never know what will get you the money. You'll never know what's gonna make you fulfill your purpose. It's never no time to start. Just go, apply yourself, do what you gotta do, because time is not gonna wait for nobody. And while you're sitting down doing nothing, there's other people passing you. You simply getting what you have to get done put you ahead of 99% of people who are literally doing nothing at home. No matter what in this journey of discipline, always remember to reward yourself. Give yourself that pat on the back and give thanks to yourself for getting that far. Oftentimes, I see people, they get to certain points and are so ungrateful, but they're not realizing that they got to a better spot than they were when they first started. When you go to the gym, thank yourself. When you make your bed, thank yourself. When you meal prep, thank yourself. Always remember to reward yourself through this whole thing, because that self-talk, when there's nobody else to motivate you, that's very important, because there are often times we're going to be very alone or in the isolated point of our life. We have to keep working in the midst of not having encouragement or motivation. And that will also tie into what you can do to allow yourself to stay on that path. Is if you don't have any friends who can hold you accountable, you got to end up going on social media and following a lot of people who are going to motivate you, so that no mater what you go through, you're going to keep scrolling through your feed and you're going to keep seeing motivational videos and people try to push you to be better. So remember that. Discipline will single-handedly reshape your life and transform who you are. And it's like oftentimes as humans, we run away from all the uncomfortable things, but where that uncomfortability is so much growth, because you're not doing what most people are gonna sit there and do. You're doing things that everyone else is not doing. Just being in the gym and disciplined for at least 3 months will show you so much change. And that's because in that journey of discipline, you're allowing yourself to grow, and you're going through all these mishaps and struggles and problems, but that's making you stronger and giving you more character development. And now we're kind of going to like the last thing I want to say, which is that it's a journey of continuously growing and like learning from your obstacles and your hardships. And that's what makes the journey so much better. All those setbacks and all those problems that you're going through are only going to be for your benefit. Imagine not going through something bad for like a whole 20, 40 years. So you're 40 years old and something happens to you for the first time that's bad. You're going to freak out. You're going to have a mental breakdown. But us continuously going through those setbacks and those obstacles and the hurt and the pain, that allows the future pain to feel a lot more easier to control or to go through, because it's like, oh, I've been here before. I know all of y'all watching have a dream, have something you want to achieve, and have a goal. And I'm telling you, keep pushing, keep pushing. And if you have nobody motivating you, I'm here to motivate you and tell you that I love you, bro. And that no matter what, you're going to get to where you want to be. Forget the outside noise, block out the outside noise, fill yourself with the presence of people that are winners, and keep pushing. And you're going to get there in no time. But as always, I hope this video helped. I hope this video encouraged somebody. And if you enjoyed this video, keep liking, subscribing, and sharing the video to people, because the more you like and you push the engagement, it allows more people to see this and grow themselves. So as always, be safe, stay in your word, keep putting God first, and stay blessed, man.